Superfluous code, take two. Yeah, it's funny how many times I have to retake videos, but it's a good thing, right? Practice, practice. So I made a video earlier about superfluous code. I love that word, superfluous. It's so pretty and usually unnecessary. Oh, which is funny, ironic, since that's what superfluous means, unnecessary. But anyway, we were talking a real trade. I was talking to the coder the other day, Alec, great guy. He's got a Russian last name, so that means he's good, right? And basically going over GitHub. And as I've been researching, the real business development in the crypto space, I've noticed we like to use transparency quite a bit when it comes to DLT, distributed ledger technology. And ironically, as I am looking more and more into the actual mechanics and businesses as they're being built, there's almost no transparency. And without going too much into it, I mean, you've got the blockchain, the ledger with the tokens, whether it's for currency or utility token. Outside of that, what's the monthly budget for the foundation that started it? How much do they spend on beverages? How much do they spend on consultants and advisors? What's their rent per square foot? And I guess to a degree, most people don't look into this. But from my understanding, you can find most of this information on publicly traded in the stock market. From my understanding, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's when you go to IPO, that's one of the things they do. They look at your books. So to that extent, what I've been digging up, I don't see that in cryptocurrency. So in some aspects, stock market has reporting a little more transparent than most crypto. With that being said, let me get to the point. Talking to the Alex, our great coder, our all-wise coder, he said, yeah, it's not common. It's not common. Right now we have an airdrop. We have the code and the coin all set up for EOS. We have smart contracts for some basic stuff. But I wanted a contract to take all of our legal contracts, like we owe certain advisors, consultants, coins, as well as investors who've already purchased equity for coins, or I can't use the word equity, coins for investment. And essentially, I want this to be public. We have it on a spreadsheet, we have it on emails, we have it on Slack. But really, is that transparent? I mean, if you hide something downstairs in the basement, does that count as transparency? I argue no. So as I was talking to Alec, he's like, oh yeah, but making the smart contracts easy, it'll have all the wallets, it'll have the amount. If there's stipulations on some people, they can't sell their coins right away, they have to hold. But none of that's gonna make a difference until it's on live chain after the airdrop, and then it's on the chain, the EOS chain. However, he was right. A part of me kept nagging and chewing at me going, but that's not transparency. But as a developer, it's superfluous. It's not necessary right now. However, I listened to a lot of motivational stuff. Jim Rohn was the one I've listened to and made me think of this the other day in the morning. And he talks about basically our integrity and our promises and standards that we make for ourselves. And if we don't put our guarantees, in this case, smart contract, just because it's the space for DLT, if we don't put that out there, one, we're not really making it crypto, in my opinion, until later. But two, more importantly, it's not just an ornament of code. This code is a statement. It's a commitment. And what follows that should be action that matches the statement and commitment that we've made. And so I think, so we are going to do it. And Alex Great, of course, we're putting it together now. We are going to put our agreements, and I want to put as much as we can on GitHub and put it publicly noticeable. And whether it's a waste of time for now and that we're doing it the cart before the horse, I argue you could say that about goals, mission statements, objectives. Just because you announce something and you proclaim it doesn't make it a waste of time. That lets people know, one, what your intention is, and then when you get it done, that lets them know that you have integrity and the ability to stick to your commitments. So I know in the crypto space, the coders say it's superfluous, but I say socially and even spiritually speaking, it's necessary. Otherwise, how do you know if you're successful? You got to set the mark, hit the mark, repeat. All right, I'm done.